The main event from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. The Lakers taking on the Rockets. For Los Angeles, they lost Game 2 at home. Crucial to win here on the road. Rockets, Lakers, the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. And it's James in at the small forward position. And for the Rockets, inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the 3. And so off the tip, it's Los Angeles. Pass to Doncic. Now Reeves. Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. James, outside. Shoots over Durant. That one's good from James on the assist by Reeves.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
And here's Durant. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. And here they come. Hachimura with the ball. Now Thompson defending. A nice shot by Doncic.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Durant, pass to Eason. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes.
And Los Angeles, another 3.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last 3.
Outside Eason. There's the drive. It's Eason with the jam.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Now here is James. Doncic passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
With his length, Ayton can easily get to the rim. In fact, he almost makes it look too easy.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Eason, pass to Şengün. And he banks in the layup.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Doncic. 6 points for him. And the basket by Hachimura.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Ayton against Şengün. With the runner, Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. As you might expect, we talk about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double-team him often, saying, quote, "We want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there." Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Zone for the Rockets. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. And it's Shepard in for Eason. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. And it's Marcus Smart in for Doncic. Reeves with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Vanderbilt, no good.
Just enough resistance to force them, as barely. That's one good general.
And they pick up 2.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants in the middle.
Durant with a steal. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Reeves. The three.
Level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Now, here is James. Defense right on him. Vanderbilt finds Hayes. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Roll back that clock. LeBron, the king, still reigns.
Durant against James. Durant inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Reeves, the pass to Smart. James deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Every time this man gets an assist, it feels like every other night he just moves up the all-time leaderboard.
Here's Durant. Chalk up 2 there. Give him 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, leading by 6. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Steven Adams out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
The work ethic of Reeves makes him a two-way threat. He's always trying to outwork him.
Tries a 10-footer. Misses off the right iron. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Shepard. Back to Finney Smith. And the 3 off target.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Up top, Laravia. He's marked by Finney Smith. Outside Reeves. And here's Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Vanderbilt. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Steven Adams.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Okogie's checked in for Houston. That one misses. Van Vliet with it. Laravia covering. Pass to Shepard. Lets the 3 fly. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 7. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. From deep, Reeves gets the 3 ball to go. Reeves has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
3-pointer, Van Vliet. Rebound, the Lakers. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Arabia passes to Hayes. Smart looking around. Inside, here's Vanderbilt. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Van Vliet outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Okogie. And it's Amin Thompson in for Shepard. James is checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for Reeves.
From G League to a big-time player, Van Vliet's journey is nothing short but inspirational.
Laravia passes to James. Doing what he does, LeBron.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Durant, and the layup falls. Durant's got 10.
The control KD has from any spot on the floor, that's what makes him different.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to James. Three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 10. Van Vliet outside. Takes a three. Out to the right wing. The three, Smith. Doncic pulls down the board.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Timeout.
9 points in the game.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Houston making some changes. Capella comes in for Alperen Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Ayton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hachimura comes in for Smart. Smith against Hachimura. Outside Durant. Fires for three. Houston with another miss. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The Lakers lead by 13. Doncic with it. Nice D from Thompson.
And gives the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Hey, puts up a three. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Ayton, a screen on Eason to the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Houston shooting just 27% in the second quarter. And it's Capella with the jam.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Doncic up top. 9 points in the game. Pass to Hachimura. Doncic against Thompson. Here's Ayton. From deep, here's Doncic. Kevin Durant with a rebound. "18 feet out. That's good on the jumper. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back after this.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down.
Looking at the scenario, that's it for us.
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. And it's Doncic in at the point. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game. And here are the Rockets now.
Oh, yes!
Throw it down!
Oh. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that was going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, an impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? James passes to Hachimura, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to James. And stolen by Durant. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Eason. On the wing, Thompson. The 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Smith. It's stolen by Doncic. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Doncic.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Durant. The Rockets again can't hit.
And he's very confident from that range. You can't make him all.
Pass to Doncic. Launches the 3. Doncic! Count it!
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
We all know the message from their coach. Figure out a way to stop the hot hand.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Laravia is checked in for James. And it's Marcus Smart in for Luka Doncic. Smith outside from behind the arc. Kept alive by Houston. Durant looking around, and the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Eason. Thompson finds Durant. The Rockets with another miss. The Lakers lead by 13. And here's Reeves outside. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Reeves has got 6.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
On the wing, Durant. He's covered by Laravia. Durant with the bucket. 14 points for him.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Smart outside, down low. Laravia right side. Outside Reeves. Clock at 6. Over VanVleet. Again, Los Angeles.
Nice shot by Reeves. He's just so crafty in that mid-range area.
1:16 left in the 3rd quarter. Houston working the ball around. For 3, Durant. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Outside Vanderbilt. Right wing. Wide open. It's rebounded by Şengün. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 13. Durant has the open look. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Vanderbilt to pass to Hayes. Here's Laravia. Outside Vanderbilt. It's Smart on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Smith controls the rebound and the putback.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their play has earned them a nice... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Alperon Şengün out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Lakers will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Kleba. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Connect's checked in for Smart. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Reeves. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And here's Shepard for 3. Doncic grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Here's Shepard, guarded by Doncic. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Connect with a defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 11. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Reeves is checked in. Durant for 3. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
His second triple of the half. Now, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Hachimura sets a screen. Reeves, pass to Hachimura. Can't connect from short range. Rockets trail by 10. Now here's Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance.
Ooh, and there's Van Vliet with the easiest 3 on the floor, that coffin corner 3.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Eason comes in for Shepard. And it's Amin Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Luka Doncic comes in for LaRabia. And James is subbed in for Connect. Doncic against Durant. Easy money for KD inside. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Durant fires! Reeves there for the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Smith. Rockets trail by 8. What a throwdown from KD.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Reed. James. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And so Durant will bring it up for Houston. Now Şengün.
Well, Şengün is a big man that is hard to handle.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Ayton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And he does get the second one. And that brings him with an 8.
They need everything they can get right now, but can't leave points on the table.
Ooh, Durant with a steal. Now Şengün. Off on the layup. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Hachimura with a screen on Durant. James. Count it! Blocking is the call. This could be a 3-point play.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Lakers.
And it was dueling 3-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Outside Durant. Easton outside. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Ayton. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Substitution on the court.
From downtown, it's money from deep. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Book it! That one goes!
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers take the series and will move on. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
Let's send it courtside and check.
How much does that motivate you in a game like this?
For my matchup, it's not an individual matchup. It's us as a team trying to get better, and we was able to hold court, so it was a good win for us.
Thanks, LeBron. Guys?
Allie, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game.
Repeat myself, making it clear. This the year that we taking. This the year. I done had plenty seeing scars, they throwing stones. My brother had plenty of work on top the stove. We say we got talking ties, a small circle, a square for telling lies, and I guess I'm not good at making clothes, but I'm cutting ties with. I don't really eat grease, but it's time to fry you. I'm staying out the way, I'm Mr. Mind my business. It's time to beat the road. And like me, do the deuces, I put the fouls up. Still post for the you need to grow up. Yes, life is what you make it. Couple still stay solid, it's time to yes. I've been doing this for a long, long time. Plenty of times, up and down, just like my 64. When I'm 64, pray to God I'm doing fine. Passing this down like the communion. Smooth as I'm calm and collected. Not to be played with, I don't fear rejection. God is my weapon.